right, sit down, Mace. We're starting to... I forgot. You don't like loud noises. Mace, sit down as we start the Flycast. Brought to you by CordaRoy.
Yo, what up? Back again. It's the hottest DJs in the city. Your boy, Big M.
Fuck, that's what we would have been.
We would have been
didn't
DJs?
do this gaming nerd shit.
Yeah, if we weren't nerds like you guys, we
I really
would.
can't relate to the nerds no more.
Yeah, like them.
I'm big, tall, jacked. Like these people that... What do you got over there?
Oh, this
What's
thing?
his name?
This is Mace. He's a retired Greyhound. And he ran a lot and won 2 races, and he's a champion. So you guys have the same amount of chips.
2?
2.
How long did he compete? It's not fair though. Like, I'm sure it's different. They probably got more tourneys and shit.
They probably do. It's definitely different.
So he is a
You're way more
Greyhound
impressive.
racing dog, not the dog I would ever assume anyone I know to get.
Really?
Unless you have... Okay, well, here's my noob outsider idiot perspective. Is in like, unless you have like a farm, why would you want like a race dog? Aren't they sprinting around, running around, hella energy, probably annoying?
For sure. That's what I mean. I had a growing up, I had a Weimaraner. Have you ever heard of a Weimaraner? It's like
no.
doesn't even sound like a real word.
No, that's not.
It's like weird to say.
Weimaraner.
It's like they're really fast dogs and they're super energetic. But I went and visited one of my mom's friends, and she has a Greyhound. And this is the first time I'd ever seen a Greyhound, and I was like, oh my God, like they're so skinny. They look like deer, especially if they're like brown. They literally look like deer. And it was just, I was surprised of how calm the Greyhound was. And she was like, yeah, well.
Was it a retired racing one?
Yeah, the retired racer. She was like, yeah, the Greyhounds are like perfect dogs for like chill houses, for like apartments and for
so
small
weird.
houses. And I was like, really? Like, yeah, like after they get done, well, the dogs, what they do is even the dogs that are racing, they race for 45 seconds. And then they sleep for 17 hours.
What?
Like that's what the breed does.
Really? What?
I had no idea. Like they don't ever do long distance. They only sprint, and their training or whatever is like very small, like very little activity. It's just if the dog is bred to be fast, he or she's gonna be
Greyhounds
fast.
like not man-made, but like would nature make them ever?
I think they are. I think they are.
Like man-made?
I think they're like originally. I think they originate from like Egypt or something like that.
What do you take to make a Greyhound?
They're so. I just think they're pretty. I think they're really cool.
This is your new best friend?
Oh
my!
He's my new best friend. I don't think I'm his new best friend yet.
He's
still learning.
Is he always sort of like this?
Oh, like relaxed? Yeah, all the time. That's what I'm saying. Like with how active he's been in the office, like just going up to people, because he doesn't come up and like lick you or anything. He just comes up and looks at you.
Yeah, does a little sniff.
Yeah.
Even when I walked in, I didn't even see him, and I just like go to open the door over there, and I just looked down. And I'm like, what the? And he was just looking at me.
He's just. Yeah, he's. There's a lot of people here, so. He's mad attentive right now, so he's probably gonna sleep all day.
I feel too. Is that what he's usually been doing? Is sleeping?
Yeah, we go out and we go for like 15-minute walks, and then when he comes back, he passes out for
Is he ever like
5 hours.
Smiley and shit?
Sometimes.
Fucking idiots. Paige is yelling at
Paige is yelling at Raj. Raj is flicking me off.
Because I feel like so empathetic to dogs, and I see him and I'm just like wondering about his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the way he is so like calm and like not scared. I mean, obviously I'm sure you got him when
2 days ago.
Yeah, the past week of his life is probably
the past month, bro.
Yeah, probably
or the past month and a half.
Terrifyingly.
The past month and a half, he came from Australia actually the past, it was 4 months. He came from Australia, was in a adoption agency like hound house. So like a kennel, and then went into a house, which was a foster house, and now is with me. He is very skittish when it comes to like loud noises. Like that.
Do you ever do you throw a ball and he goes, gets it? Or?
I'll throw it. He'll go in, he'll sniff it, and then he'll come back.
And is he always just kind of like slowly walking around?
Yeah.
Chilling?
Except one time we were walking, and you know how there's a shit ton of rabbits everywhere in Frisco? He saw a rabbit,
took off,
and I was like, "Whoa!"
60 miles per hour.
Yeah,
dude,
you
I'm
can
like,
definitely see the jets are in there.
I'm so empathetic to dogs, and he's got his diaper on.
Yeah,
does he do well with the bathroom at your place?
He's done really well, and like whenever he goes to, they said you're only supposed to have this on him for like a couple days. Because once he learns that he can't mark his territory in your place, then he's good. But I've been taking him to my place and the hex quarters and here. So like he has to learn 3 different places that he can't do that. But apparently,
why do you do that instead of like? Do you just feel bad if you leave him home? Is that why you bring him places?
Yeah, I would just. I mean, I don't know how. I mean, my place is very dog proofed right now, but I don't know. This was just a long day. You
get home and just see everything fucked up.
I don't think he would do that. I just don't want him to get into like any of my medicine.
Bro, dogs are a big. I mean, I guess you're not dealing with like any barking and annoyance.
It's like,
fuck, man, I should have got a greyhound.
I skipped the whole puppy phase. The puppy phase, like I don't think I would have been able to.
See, I look back. Because for those who don't know, I got a dog 2.5 months ago, and he was like 6 weeks. Oh, wait, no, 4 months old. I think it was a 4-month-old little puppy, maybe like 3 months or something. But whenever I got him, it was a fucking shit show, and it's still a shit show. He's he's a big puppy now. Like instead of like a cute puppy, and it's like, God, he's so cute, but you're just raging. It's like, wow, he's still kind of cute, but he's not like that adorable puppy that you like don't want to injure to cute, and oh no, he pooped on the fucking carpet again. And now he's just like at a bigger point. I was looking at some of Chewy's old photos, and I was just like, oh my God. And like already I was like, let's get another puppy. But like, no, it's just, not that I forget, because it's literally been the last like 2.5 months of my life. Even this morning, bro, I swear, like, and I don't know if I've told, anytime I tell Michelle, like, this is really like fucking with me, like, she's like, it's fucking with me too. And I'm like, well, I guess fuck it then. And we'll just deal with it. But like, I'm hinting like, yeah, it's really getting to me. Maybe like almost hinting is like giving him away, even though that's so fucked up and I wouldn't. It's just thoughts that I naturally have. Mm-hmm. It's just, it really is getting to me. Like, even literally, it's every day. Every single day it just gets to me, and I feel like it's wearing on my mental health.
What is
the fucking
puppy?
Dog?
Oh,
having a new, and it's not even really him. It's just the combination of Chewy, and I mean, even besides shitting on the steps, like he still shits on the steps almost every single day. Just, we don't know why. Sitting on the steps, pissing on the floor, pissing. He'll just like be chilling, standing on the couch, and then just like start pissing. Then we're like, Chewy, and he's like, freaked out, starts running away. And we're like, not. But just like, even besides that, he doesn't have an annoying bark or anything, and he's like very friendly, and it's almost like he's a almost perfect puppy besides the poop and piss. But he just can't get along with our other dog. They get along, but our other dog just has the screechiest, most annoying. Like, Chewy would just come up and like sniff his cheek and like just do like a little puppy, and like Milo will just like freak, and it's not like a regular one. It's like this screechy, piercy, and it's all day, every day. And I genuinely, like, when I wake up in the morning, there's no, like, time to get the day started. It's like, wake up in the morning, gotta take them out. Fuck, Chewy, the sprinklers were on last night, so every morning our yard's, like, muddy, and his paws are muddy. Start my day with that or something, and then hear them fighting, and it's just like, God, every morning, I just can't get past it. And I feel like I'm getting back into a better groove of things, because, like, for a few weeks I was, like, the fucking loser and just, like, pretty down. But I'm getting back into the swing of things, but God damn, it's fucking annoying. And I can't seem to break. Maybe one day Milo will get completely used to him, but it's like, God, I can't break this cycle.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to complain for the rest of the podcast, because that's not who I am anymore.
you telling me that?
There's a lot of actually. Nah, let's complain this podcast, because I got other shit to complain.
Let's go. Hit me with it.
Do you have any complaints about your dog before I move on to a new subject of complaints?
Not yet. He shit in Roger's office.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing now. Yeah.
All right, so nothing but positives.
That's a good boy.
And I just want to say, so the universe hears me, Chewy, love you, Milo, love you.
Michelle,
it will get better. Michelle, we haven't said those words yet, but, like,
oh really?
We've talked about it, and I was like, I'm gonna say it first, but I don't want it to be like I've said it early in other relationships, and then I look back at it, I'm like, that, like, meant nothing. Not that the relationship meant nothing, but I was like, saying that, it was like, dude, that, like. So I think we both know how each other feel. Yeah. And we just haven't said it yet, because for me, it's weird and, like, scary.
I think I remember the first time I said it with every relationship. Is that weird?
Probably too soon.
Yeah. One of them. Well, I mean, one of them was too soon, I think. But yeah.
It'll happen though. Soon enough. Probably very soon. Our 1 year anniversary is about to come up in, like,
it hasn't even been a year yet.
No.
Oh my God, I thought y'all.
I can't believe it's almost about to be a fucking year.
I thought you guys been dating for like 2 years.
But I mean, even before, in, like, other relationships, it was like 4 or 6 months in, you're, like, kind of saying it, and then you just say it one day, and it's just like, I don't know. We've talked about it, and I was like, this is, like, a big deal. I feel like this is not my first real relationship, but kind of my first real, like, this could potentially be the future. And I've, like, thought about it. So, besides that, what are we talking about? Complaining. Oh, first off, I hope everyone enjoyed. I haven't looked at the comments, but the Drake
last
top 10 podcast, the Drake episode.
Last podcast is Drake top 10. It was fun. I think
I haven't looked at the comments. So
I think you and I doing top 10s or react videos would be a lot of fun. That's always something I always wanted to do in the Scuff House, and we never really did. But, like, if we, like, imagine us watching, like,
you know what we should do for the OpTic Nation
album reviews
app? We should get a sponsor to help us make react stuff, or, like, react stuff, ranking stuff, just, like, some kind of segment, something. I mean, I haven't thought about it at all, but I was thinking about, like, if there's other artists. A Lil Wayne one would be crazy. A Lil Wayne top 10 verses would be fucking crazy. I already have my one. Really? Mm-hmm. Just say it.
Just say it?
Yeah, what would your Lil Wayne?
We are. Yeah, I said it. We are. This is Rock Nation. Pledge your allegiance.
What song is that? I know the verse.
Run This Town.
Lil Wayne would probably... I think Lil Wayne verses would be crazier than Drake. I don't know, though. Drake's...
That was the Jay-Z verse that I just said. How does Wayne come in?
We are.
C-A-R-T-E-R.
C-A-R-T-E-R.
Put the B in E-R. I'm colder than B-R. Add another 3 R's. Watch me like D-V-D-V-C-R. Pump to your chest. I ain't talking C-P-R. Riding this track like a motherfucking streetcar. New Orleans coroner. His name is Frank. He just comes in so hot.
Lil Wayne would be insane.
Mace, come here.
Lil Wayne's verses might be better than Drake's, but then I think about Drake's and it's like his Lord knows verse, and just like, God, there's so much. It's almost just like a different type of bars and a different type of artist.
It's big boss talk.
But yeah, we could potentially do that. I hope people appreciated it. What's up, Mace? You saying if anyone is listening not on YouTube, Mace is here with us today, sitting beside Hitch. Now he's out walking around, checking out the Flycast.
Checking out the set. He's got his Hey Arnold diaper that they gave me.
Which is just fucking hilarious.
Yeah. He's such a manly looking dog, and then there's a Hey Arnold diaper.
That's actually, I'd probably pick that diaper.
You think so?
Yeah.
I ordered a black one on Amazon.
So I hope you guys appreciated slightly enjoyed the Drake stuff. I know it was a little different. If you don't like Drake, it was probably like, oh fuck, I'm not gonna listen to this. We're talking about complaining. Every time I sign on fucking Twitter, I don't follow either of these two. Can you take? But they are on my app for you.
You're talking about Logan and Dylan Dennis.
Logan and Dylan Dennis. I can't get on. I don't follow either, but they're on my Twitter nonstop. I wonder if they can hear that through the mic. Okay. Logan Paul and Dylan Dennis. First off, I don't give a shit about either of them. Do I don't even know who Dylan Dennis is, to be honest.
Really?
Obviously, I feel like everyone in their mother knows Logan Paul, but I don't think my mom knows Logan Paul. But everyone knows Logan Paul. Dylan Dennis, I don't. Did you know who he was?
Only reason I knew who he was is because he comments,
I don't know where he came from.
He comments on like every boxing.
Yeah, I guess I've seen his Twitter,
his Instagram,
but I don't know who he is or what he does.
I saw like a clip of Joe Rogan talking about him, and he's like an MMA fighter.
I think he was like really good at jiu-jitsu or something
like that.
And I'm like sort of learning that now. But there's Logan Paul versus Dylan Dennis fight coming up, and every single time I open my Twitter, I see them, and it's something I really, really don't like. Is Dylan Dennis is posting pictures of Logan Paul's current fiance, and it's just like, I don't find it funny, and unless she did something to him,
dude,
like imagine if I don't even what's his Logan Paul's girl's name? Nina?
No idea. Nina. I think it is Nina.
Nina. Unless Nina did something to Dylan Dennis, what the fuck is going on? How are you just like? Do you not have the social awareness that this could like? What if her like mental was a little fucked up and she wasn't really stable? It's like, what if you started like destroying her life almost? Technically, you wouldn't be destroying her life, but it's like in her mind, she could be twisted. Like her parents could be seeing this stuff, and it's not like it's like naked pictures, but it's like you're making her look like a slut or a whore, even though that's not what it is. I feel like 75-80% of those pictures are just like her with some celebrity because she's in the LA Hollywood life, and then like 20% are her like on a date and like kissing some other guy, and then this is also like over 10 years of her living in LA, and LA gets down a little different, but it's like you should not. I just think it's so fucked up for him to be doing that to her, and like because it's like, I understand, like, if, like, someone did that to my girl or whatever, it would fuck with me, and I'd be like, this is so, like, but you're, like, doing it to her, too.
Yeah.
Like, you're affecting someone else. Why? Imagine if you were, like, doing something that affected, like, Logan's parents, or you're affecting someone else's life just for clicks.
Yeah.
And he looks at it like he's, like, doing it to, like, build this fight or some shit, and I'm just like,
dude,
if
somebody was going that hard,
there's
and like,
many other ways he could be doing this. Like, this is, you're not doing it to build. It has built the fight, I'll be honest, but it's like there were other ways, and like I just think it's fucking insane and ridiculous, and all the freaks that are like getting behind it and like calling, or even like I've seen some people that like I follow on Twitter respond to it like, how many guys has she been with? Oh my, and I'm like, dude,
like shut up,
the fuck
yeah,
up.
like who cares?
It's sometimes some of the pictures were like her with like obviously fans or something, because it's like, Mace.
What?
Some of the pictures were like her with fans. And people are still like commenting, oh my God, even this guy hit. And it's just like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was like her and
It's
Leonardo
like none
DiCaprio.
of these people live in the real world at all.
No, whenever
just-
whenever somebody does stuff like that, like comes after somebody's like girl, or like talks shit about like women's sports or anything that has to do with like women, like it's always the same motherfucking type of guy.
It's the same
It's
type
the
of
same
guy.
type of guy.
And they're very like, it's a very like vocal minority too.
Yeah.
They
I
fucking,
didn't mean to hurt you, but
they are getting off on imagining Logan and his fiance being super down and like
having
upset
issues
about it. Like they're getting off on like I've seen comments, bro, they are having troubles, and like, bro, I think they are gonna break up, or they have broken up. That's why Logan's not commenting. And it's like, how you're getting off on this, aren't you?
That's
It's fucking weird.
like
And
ridiculous.
it's so fucked up. Like I feel like, I mean, not to say I'm the person to say what your mind state or mindset should be like, but like that is just not. I just don't support that. Don't find it funny. I feel like he's like just bullying the innocent, and Dylan Dennis is like, he's trying to paint the picture like he's bullying Logan Paul because Logan Paul bullies others, and it's like, dude, you're affecting Nina, and like you're painting this image of her being a whore, and she could completely not be one.
Yeah.
Like she could just be involved in the LA industry where they do nothing but take pictures, and even if she does have like multiple bodies, it's like that's her business, and I don't think she's done anything mean to anyone.
Like, who the fuck?
To-
Like
for- to
again, like who
deserve
the
this.
fuck cares? Like, you don't think Logan Paul
White MaNiaC coming to save.
You don't think
the
that Logan Paul has slept with 50 plus women?
Yeah.
Like, who
I do
the
think there
fuck
is a- I
don't-
think there's a little bit of difference. I mean, that's a whole nother discussion of like guys
Yeah,
sleeping with
but-
girls,
I mean,
compared
but they're
to
sleeping
girls.
with girls.
guys sleeping with girls compared to girls sleeping with men. Like the whole
Yeah,
people
but-
get praised on what's hard to do, and a guy sleeping with a girl is hard to do. Like it's like seems like something you have to work for, something you have to bit of skill set for. And then if you're a girl, you can literally just fuck any, not fuck any guy, but you can get laid every single night if you wanted to. So it's just, that's why it's like not praised. But even if she was like that, and I would say she's probably not like that. First off, she got with Leonardo. If my girl got with Leonardo, I'd be like, my girl's high value. I think is that I don't know how I'd look at it actually. I don't know if I'd word it like that, but I just don't think she. That's just the only thing. I fucking woke up today seeing this shit.
Yeah,
And I just don't like it. I don't know anything about Dylan Dennis. I don't know if he's a good person, a bad person. Like he seems pretty level-headed in like interviews, and I saw like some podcast clips of him. But then it's just like when it becomes Twitter, when it's on Twitter, it's just like Jesus
it's
Christ.
just like every single.
And then like even
fucking-
at the press conference or whatever, he was saying it. It's just like, I don't know. I just don't. It kind of like, I don't know. It just,
No,
I don't know what bugs me more, him saying that or him saying that and seeing the amount of people rallying behind him,
it.
being
Weird.
cheering on the fact that Logan and his fiance's lives are quote unquote getting destroyed, their marriages, their relationships destroyed.
And then when
Probably
women, and
depressed
then like
and
I'll
shit.
see like some women be like, dude, like this is kind of gross. Like,
Yeah.
and then people will reply to them and be like, you're just so soft. This isn't
Bro, if
like
you
stay
did
in your
that,
lane. Like, imagine somebody saying all this shit about like your mom, like, or your girl. Like, the only reason I say your mom is because I know guys that like reply to women that are saying that, and they're like, "Shut up, you're soft."
Your mom,
like I know those guys don't have like serious relationships. You know what I mean? There's no guy that I know that's in a serious relationship that is seeing, or like in a marriage or is engaged, that's seeing stuff like this, and they're like, "Oh, dude, hell yeah, that girl, she slept with a lot of guys. Like, she got what's coming." Like, no guy in a serious relationship is thinking that.
Or it's a guy in a serious relationship that got denied by a girl that looks like that and didn't have a chance with a girl that looks like that, and now he dates someone that say is not so attractive and he's not so happy with his personal life, but at least his girl wasn't in Hollywood being a fucking whore, like fucking slut. I know all girls are fucking like that. Fucking never like paid me attention, so you went off to LA and was a fucking whore. But I really don't care. But it is every time
I said it in the OpTic Podcast.
Actually, I don't care, but it does lower my vibration a little. I'm like, dude, I can't like get this shit. I don't want to see this, but I don't know if I'm ready to hit mute yet. I don't want to fucking see this, but if it pops up, let me see what's going on.
I said it in the OpTic Podcast. I think it's the only time a Paul brother has fought where I'm kind of like
rooting for a Paul brother
to win. Yeah. It's the only time. Maybe
they talk about it in the OpTic Pod.
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
Yeah, I know.
Hector hadn't heard any of this.
Oh, really?
So of course Hector's like, "Yo, fuck this guy." Like, because imagine somebody talk shit about you, know? What I mean? Like,
yeah, this literally might be the first time. I mean, I'm really not on. I think I wouldn't put it past Logan to have done some fucked up shit.
Oh, I'm not saying they're saints.
But for this just particular situation, I would say I'm rooting for Logan Paul.
And we've seen some crazy angles. Like, Conor McGregor had some crazy angles to build up fights. There's been some people have gone after entire countries and stuff like that, like the manhood of other guys. But this is just like brutally, like, I guess slut shaming is the word, but who knows if that's even
slut shame. Yeah, who knows if that's even what it fucking is? But it's just the fact that she has nothing to do with this.
The camera? Why in front of the camera?
Because, man, more views. So yeah, I think who else is on the card? Dylan Dennis, Logan Paul.
Is KSI on that?
I guess I'm rooting for Logan Paul. I mean, I honestly probably won't even end up watching, but just like watch the highlights.
Yeah.
KSI versus Tommy Fury.
Who's Tommy Fury again?
The guy who beat Jake Paul in the last fight. He's Tyson Fury's brother.
Okay.
I think he was like a little reality star, but KSI versus Tommy Fury.
The KSI, did you
really don't care.
Did you see the KSI Tommy Fury face off clips?
Yeah,
that was like borderline cringy because it's so obvious that it's just like staged. Yeah. Like his dad like flipped over the table, and I was just like, "Dog,
dude, I saw that too,
bro."
They really do. It's funny. It is, and it's like wrestling. Like this, the like YouTube WWE, boxer section, the YouTube boxing is like wrestling almost. It is, yeah. Like it's real. I try to like not. You have to just respect the fact that people can entertain like that, because I don't think I could entertain like that. I just wouldn't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
I feel like it's not really in my nature. If I'm like being weird, cringy, entertaining, and just like crazy, like I'm doing it secretly. Yep. By myself in a vlog or something, or like on stream where I'm like to do that in front of like a crowd and to have like a whole strategy behind it and Twitter and videos and TikTok clips, and they know what they're fucking doing. So I can't do anything but tip that. I don't think, but it's hard for me to, because what I love is like people who are masters at stuff, and just the fact that this type of boxing gets like seemingly more views than like
insane amount
actual
of views.
pro boxing, and the fact that these guys have pro records of like Jake Paul's now like what 6-1 or something because Tommy Fury beat him, but it's like he's 6-1 and he has not fought a single boxer besides Tommy Fury, who was just like a sort of a reality star person.
Yeah.
And it's just like, how do you have a 6-1 pro boxing record? You fought one kind of pro boxer. I mean, they're good. Jake Paul would fuck me up in a boxing fight, but it's crazy how. It's just crazy how it works.
Yeah, and like Logan
Paul,
how
like they're in talks with like the real boxing world, but the real boxing world just looks at them like
what?
Like what?
They're probably so salty. Like, what is it? Like Logan Paul has fought 4 people, like KSI twice and Mayweather.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you go? What?
Yeah.
How do you go from that's like me playing football with you and then twice and then playing with fucking Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Like how do you how does that? It's
just like it's just pure entertainment.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll be in one eventually.
I think you should.
I'd be in like the fucking unders, but this podcast, Flycast episode is brought to you by, of course, CordaRoy's and Center CBD. Center offers all natural hemp-derived CBD beverages with premium ingredients to help you find clarity and focus in your everyday life. Products include CBD sparkling waters. They also include ready-to-mix CBD drink powders. Some are good for, some have electrolytes, so whether it's post-workout. Some are relaxed with GABA and ashwagandha if you want to chill at night. Whatever you need, they got. Center is perfect for any time of day, focused on providing healthy ways to relax, focus, and find clarity. You take a sip, take a moment, and find your center. This podcast is also brought to you by CordaRoy's. Take your gaming space to the next level with the OpTic Gaming Bean Bag by CordaRoy's. This exclusive bean bag is durable, long-lasting, versatile, easily converting from a chair to a bed, making it perfect for you when you need a quick nap during a long gaming session. Like me, when I would stay up for 32 hours, I need a nap, get on my CordaRoy, and back up, play again for another 32. With CordaRoy's never go flat design, you'll be chilling on clouds for years to come. Up your game with the OpTic Gaming Beanbag. Available for sale now on CordaRoys.com. And don't forget, you can use ShopPay to split your purchase into easily manageable payment plans. Back to the podcast. You'd see like the list of people, and then I'd be like down here in like fine print. OpTic MaNiaC versus fucking, I don't even know who I could face, but that would be funny. It's just a lot of, and I was talking to James right before this about, he was like, I heard you wanted to do it. I was like, yeah, that was like the beginning of last year when I was like sort of in the influencer boxing was like popping off. And I did boxing classes for a month. I like had talks with Keemstar, and then it was just like I legit had a back injury, and I still have a back injury. Like it's hard for me to run. I can get on streaks of running, but then once something with my back tweaks a little bit, which seems to happen every like 2-ish weeks, it's like, fuck, I should not run this week. It's only going to make it worse on my hip. So that's the main reason I like pushed it off, just forgot about it. Went and enjoyed my summer. Then like later that year, Keemstar was like, yo, what about something for next year? I was like, I might be down for that. Like my back's feeling better, blah, blah, blah. But then like by next year came around, it was just like, and it sort of actually became a thing where it was like, I could make this happen if I wanted to.
Yeah.
It's just like, what am I going to get out of it? Like if I'm going to train 3 months, 2-3 months, do all this running and which I still don't know if I could do, because the reason I stopped, I did boxing classes for like 3 weeks, like 2 years ago or something. And the reason I stopped is because my knee and my back, and it was just weird for me to do all the jumping or the jump rope and running and stuff. And it's just like, I tweaked my back. I was just like, I just don't know if I could do this.
Yeah. So
now that I'm at a place right now, it's like, I think if I DM Keemstar, I can make it happen. But it's just like, dude, I'm fucking up on I'm fucking up on my foundation, let alone like if I start streaming again, like what I want to do is September, October, November, December stream. It's gonna end up not being every day, but like get back on that shit where it's a part of my daily routine to where I come here every single day.
Yeah.
Stream. So start doing that. Start cutting weight, start dieting, start really trying to like build something with this fitness shit, whether it's like start working on a fucking website and like programs and get in talks with other people. I feel like this is maybe vlog a little bit, just fucking get more into what my job should fucking be. Get more into that and just like build my foundation more, and then I could do a boxing match. And then that would be like, damn, who the fuck's MaNiaC? He just knocked this guy out in 16 seconds. He looks fucking good out there. This might be the next one up, is what I imagine in my head.
Yeah,
that all the millions are thinking.
Yeah.
Who is that? OpTic
MaNiaC.
Oh, he's an OpTic? OpTic MaNiaC. Look me up. Oh, follow him. Oh, look. Hey, look. I'm like talking shit about my next opponent's wife and shit. And then they start following me. They're in my Twitch, and it's like I could see how that would help a little bit, maybe, because I don't know. Like I see, unless it was like a OpTic. I know if I fought someone on FaZe that people in the COD community knew, the entire COD community is tuning in for that.
Would be hype, yeah.
Like if it was versus FaZe, I don't know who like if I fought Temper or something, like that would be something people would fucking watch.
Yeah.
Even if it's like the people out there know Temper, and obviously he's a lot more known than me, but they're like, who? OpTic MaNiaC? And there's like pictures of like me and Temper together, and like they know it's OpTic versus FaZe, and the entire COD community. So I could see that being worth it and being like beneficial. But then even that, I'm like, okay, but I'm going to be like training for 3 months. Like, how am I going to get paid for this? Where on the card do I lie? Because like some of the early fights, like the stands aren't even filled yet.
Yeah.
And it's like no one gives a fuck or talks about them at all. So it's like I wouldn't want to dedicate myself 2-3 months of like training and stuff, and I'm just on some fight. It's a fucking 3-rounder.
Yeah.
Neither of us really do that much. And then it's over and I go home, and it's like no one cares.
Yeah.
So that's one thing I wouldn't want to happen. But also, to be realistic, it is fucking scary thinking about getting in there and like in a fucking ring throughout, especially if it was a big event, getting in there in a fucking ring surrounded by people. And it's just everyone's looking at you. And it's like, that's also not something I'd like. Not something I'm comfortable with. But I feel like
get stage fright.
The first, I would get stage fright. The first round, I would be like, I would just have to. It was almost like that in like basketball in Halo. That like right when the game starts, it's like the adrenaline's going. Like I'm not calm. Like I'm not sitting there shaking with my controller. But like once I get that first kill or the game starts, I get a double kill. I'm like, all right, let's go. Yeah, so I think it'd be the same. Or like in basketball, I miss a shot. I'm like, fuck. Playing defense, I get the ball again, shoot, make a shot. I'm like, all right, here we go. All right. Like and game on. Like now the game starts, and I feel like it'd kind of be like that in boxing. Like first round, I'll be fucking nervous. I'd be nervous and shit. But then it's like once I got comfortable and hit him with something, I'll be like, all right, I know what and I see he's not about to fucking destroy me. I'm like, okay, yeah, maybe I can work with this.
Yeah,
maybe one day it'll happen. I'm not sure. Would you ever? But see, when I was talking about it before, I was like, see, but the thing is, like, say I get knocked the fuck out and I gotta come back and hear this shit from fucking Formal. It's like, Formal, I'd knock you out, but I can't because.
I mean, you got to think I think Temper's fought 4 times and I think he's lost all of them, right?
But that's Temper, bro. Some people just like
he just goes back.
Yeah,
he's
some
like,
people.
Right, next.
I feel like some people don't have, and I'm sure he was like a little embarrassed or whatever. But Temper's not the type of guy people are gonna fuck with. for losing.
Well,
they're just like,
you don't know what his boys are
right.
like.
You're right, but I know mine, and I know what my boys are like, and they would for sure fuck with me about it. So it's just, I don't know, a lot to think about with that. Fucking, but I've seen. It just depends who the fucking opponent would be. Maybe
Yeah.
I gotta get my fucking life together first.
I would fight somebody like if we started at the same base.
Yeah.
Where
Like you
if,
have to see them and be like, all right.
Or it's like I can't fight somebody because like what Andrea did is she fought somebody and she didn't realize that the girl had already been training for like 3 months.
Really?
So like she was already.
And the girl that was already training has already been training for YouTube for like she does the like marathons and like she was already in amazing shape.
And that's just what she does. Like when she dedicates that girl, I can't remember her name, but when she makes a video, she dedicates like her whole life to that video.
Yeah.
So like her drive was already like through the fucking roof. Not saying Andreas wasn't.
As long as you don't get someone like that.
Yeah. Like if CDL was like, hey, we want you to fight. We're going to pay you this much money. You fight Joe Woe in 3 months.
Yeah.
And like, I know Joe hasn't been like working out. I'd be like, yeah, sure. Like,
yeah.
Or if it was like,
see, if it was, but
if it was somebody that's been like grinding in the, like if it was like, yo, we want you to fight Jay Smooth in 3 months, I'd be like, okay, well, wait, hold on. You know what I mean? Like I it would just really depend on the person because Jay Smooth's got like fucking 30 pounds on me of muscle.
Yeah. If there was and I think there's a huge, I don't even want to put this out there because I think there's a huge opportunity for it. And maybe somehow, some way we could run it. And maybe but it would like put pressure on for me to be on there. But if there was like a Call of Duty or like esports org boxing thing, that would be fucking
like an OpTic
huge.
First Phase card.
Yeah,
would be crazy.
OpTic First Phase card would be fucking insane. Then I think it would do fucking super well.
Same.
But even just like maybe, I don't know. I was gonna say like maybe just COD or maybe like esports in general.
People in our community,
because there might be like,
because no one in our community has really fought.
But maybe it'd be good
besides Temper, I guess,
if we did TSM as well. And don't they have like hella Asian fans and shit, or like just a different fan base? Maybe that would help it, or maybe just keep everything the same. Or it would be crazy having like me versus someone, Bose versus someone, Hitch versus us, Scump versus someone.
It would have to be
Scump would not do it, bro.
Nah,
but the thing is, I think whoever they match Scump up against would be fucking dog shit. They would make sure of it.
You think so?
They were like, we can't have Scump getting knocked out.
Or it would be like Legend. Like I'm thinking like 100 Thieves. And the title card is Seth versus Nade.
That would be insane.
That would be crazy.
But Scump would probably do that because like Scump is definitely a natural born athlete. I've seen
Seth
him.
Would do that.
I've seen
I don't
him
know
throw.
If Nade would do it.
I've seen Nade win it. I don't think Nade would not do that. I've seen Seth throw a football. I've seen Seth run. I've seen Seth play basketball. I've seen Seth hit a baseball. I've seen Seth just like do athletic shit. And like he's just, you can tell he was pretty good when he was a kid. So I think he has more. The Scump versus Nade would be amazing. But one thing Hex would not let happen is like Scump fight a real.
Never.
Which I don't know who on Scump's level would even be. It would kind of like almost have to be Nade.
What would the card 100 Thieves versus OpTic be? Seth versus Nade title. And then.
Are we including Hex?
Yeah, Hex can be in there.
Hex versus Jack?
I don't think so.
But I feel like we got the advantage already.
You think so?
Scump and Hex versus Nate and Jack, yeah. I don't really know.
Who's Zen fighting?
I don't know who I would fight. Nice Wig?
You would get your fucking
I don't think so.
Ass beat.
He's a big motherfucker. Maybe. But no, I can't.
Yeah, no, you're good. I think you got it. You take him.
See, I'm the only one on our side getting fucked over.
I'll take Brooke.
Who else is in 100 Thieves? Fucking Symphony's not in 100 Thieves.
Nah, he's not.
I was gonna say like,
but there's like the Jesser and the two hype guys.
Enable,
Noah J. I'd fight Noah J.
See, I'm trying to get a fucking.
Noah J's just a sweetheart though.
Yeah, don't get it fucked up. All I do is work out and stuff. I don't have no experience. Give me Enable.
You versus Enable would be a good fight.
I feel like I'm so much bigger than him, though.
Yeah,
they wouldn't let that happen.
You are very.
Just let me get the fucking advantage, man. I'll drop to 170.
You versus Mud Dog. That's probably fair. He's got a wingspan on you.
Yeah, he's a little taller.
You'd be able to take some hits.
I just want to fight. Like, give me a dweeb. Just a small.
There's a ongoing joke for TST that.
Give me Blake.
Ongoing joke versus TST that. TST is going to fight the flank.
Oh, really?
So the title, it would be Blake versus Zuma. Then I would fight Aches, and George wants to fight Ben. Ben J. Nassim.
Dude, even doing something like that would fucking
it would blow up. Yeah. And George, so whenever we talk about the flank, George always goes, "What's Ben up to?" Like just fucking around. What's Ben up to? I want to fight him. I think they would do it
eventually
if the money was right.
I did just turn 32 though, so is that the time to get into?
You got 2 more years to fight somebody.
How old's Ben from the flank? I think
probably our age, probably like 30. I think.
God, how am I the oldest in this fucking bitch?
You're fucking old, bro.
Like, I look at every org and somehow I'm the oldest. I'm sure it's like this for everyone. When they first come into the scene, they're the young person. Like I was, when I first won, I think I just turned 18.
That's crazy.
And then like, I don't know. You just progressively become older. And then I meet people like Formal and it's like, how old are you? Oh, you're like 3-4 years younger than me. And then from the Formals, it's like, how old Shotzi? He's what?
He's 21.
He's 5 years older, 5 years younger than Formal or more.
Yeah.
It's fucking insane. And now I'm just like,
it is really crazy.
I don't know. Now I'm just the fucking oldest. Speaking of, I'm like, we're going to turn this into a Hot Topics podcast.
Okay. What hot topics you got?
How many genders are there? I'm kidding. The only...
Not that hot.
The only other thing... That's what I was actually going to start the podcast off with, was that question. But... Hold up. I know what I'm going to talk about. I just didn't know if I had something else. Let me tell you what my mornings are like. Usually we'll do this. We'll schedule it at 11. Today was actually later, but I'll wake up. Usually I'll try to hit the gym before this, but I didn't today. Which camera? I haven't looked at a single camera today. Wake up, chug water while still in bed, drink a whole bottle of water, then go downstairs, make my green drink, like the... What are they called? The reds and greens. Bloom makes a product. It's like the green fucking powder you put in a cup, mix it up, drink it. It's supposed to be healthy. I don't know what it does. Makes me shit. So I drink that. By that time, I'm 2 water bottles deep. After that, grab like some kind of energy drink, some kind of Mountain Dew energy drink. And then usually I'm on my way here with that and a water bottle. So by the time I get here, I've chugged 4 or 5 different things of water. So every single time we do the Flycast, I feel like I got to take a piss. I don't know what Hitch is doing. Hitch was taking the dog back. What if I did a Bill Burr podcast where I just sat like this and just talked? I don't think I'd be able to do it. I'm not good at talking. I've actually not really talked at all these last few days. I've just been sitting in darkness. But anyways,
I think it was the lights because as soon as I put him in that office, he just laid on his bed and just
really
passed out. I don't know what it was.
Probably is weird. The other thing, every time I sign on Twitter, who do I see?
Hold on. Elon Musk.
No, I really don't see him. Do you see him on Twitter like that?
Not really. Jake Lucky.
No.
I don't know.
Think more Aiden Ross, but not Aiden Ross.
Speed.
No. Hey, we can talk about that.
Yeah, Speed showed his dick on stream.
Which was fucking huge. You thought I was going to say insane? What an insane thing for him to do.
Also, yes, very insane.
He knew, not that...
No, he knew. He 100% knew.
Not that he knew it was going to flop out.
Dog.
But he knew there was a chance. He knew he had no underwear on. And I've seen him do it multiple times where he does the humpy shit and it's just like flopping.
Dude,
there's like multiple clips of that.
Crazy shit.
And it's just like, that's fucking weird enough. Like we can see your dick flopping. I've had times in my chat where it's like, I'll get up and it's just like certain, or like I'll do something when I'm live streaming to where like the camera's just low and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking like, that's just weird to like see someone's whole fucking junk through their pants when they're just like live streaming. So, but like I'll like genuinely be like, my bad, chat. I know that's fucking gross and no one wants to see that, even though, I mean, some people might. But I wouldn't say he did it on purpose, but he definitely knew he was like not wearing underwear. He was in some floppy pants. He had a hole there and he was being a fucking idiot. And then his whole dick comes out. And now
massive.
now it's everywhere.
And it's fucking wild. Why? Jesus, dude.
What the fuck?
The first time I saw it, I was like,
I think
no way.
He is 18
right?
now.
I think so. If not, no, because he would be in a lot of trouble if he wasn't 18.
Yeah.
But they didn't even ban his channel or anything. No repercussions.
Because I guess it was looked at as like an accident, but it's almost
dude,
like
he's flopping his dick. It's like a girl doing this, shaking her titties with a bra, with a bikini on, and if her tit comes out, it's like, oh, sorry, it was an accident. It's like, no, it wasn't. It was not an accident.
Yeah, he does be doing some like, he knows some stuff. Like even his rage, and it's like you can just kind of see like he's like sets him up to do this something destructive.
Yeah,
and it is what makes him funny. But that shit was fucking crazy. But no, it was not. Speed has been on my timeline.
Oh, who is it?
Speed and MaNiaC have been on my timeline.
Oh, is it Tate again?
No, it's no, unfortunately, Tate has been coming out with some interviews. You should check him out. I think he has one with Candace Owens. He has one.
Andrew Tate did an interview with Candace Owens.
Yeah, it was super good. She loves him.
There are people everywhere just fucking had a panic attack. You just made so many
why,
people.
Why though? I don't get mad when, even if you said first off, I don't care much.
Mm-hmm.
I do find certain things interesting. I do find certain people wrong, certain people right, but even to the people that I may think are right about that doesn't mean I think they're just they're the winning people and they're like the good person.
You might have to move this thing up because every time you move, both of the backdrops are wobbling.
Just fucking collapse on me. Wait, Candace on Tate.
You said you don't get mad when
yeah, I don't get mad when I don't have any, like, you know, there's people that probably Hutch. I'm sure Hutch hates Andrew Tate or something.
Probably.
But I can't think of anyone that I don't like. I used to not like Trump, but now I kind of do like Trump. Like if I was to go to war, I don't know, Trump would probably just make me another body. But like, I used to hate Trump because I looked at that like build a wall shit. I was like, dude, that's so like fucked up. And like, I think I looked at it like, I think what your soul means is like not that he's racist, but I just felt like there was something else behind it. And I didn't like him. I was like, how do you talk like this as a president? You're like unprofessional. You're just like sarcastically a dick. Like, I just don't like you. But like now, I feel like I actually do kind of like him because I'm seeing like other sides of other presidents. And I'm just like, dude, this guy, like Sleepy Joe, fucking, at least Trump was like awake. At least Trump was like comprehensive. At least Trump could like say sentences, and it's just like, you know what? Maybe Trump wasn't that fucking bad. Even though I don't give a fuck about politics, government, or president. But I found it interesting. Like Trump would just, even though he knew it was going to be controversial, and maybe sometimes that's why he says that, I think he just speaks his truth, and that's something I can respect. And I feel like that with everyone, even if there's say I only have one example, but I can't use that because I'll get canceled. Just if some fucking psycho that lives in some other reality than me is spewing something, it's like I still don't hate that person. I wouldn't get mad at someone supporting that person. Like I would just be like, that's fine. That's what you think.
Yeah, I get you.
What I was going to, the person I'm talking about that when I sign on Twitter and see is Fousey. Fousey's back. FouseyTube dominating. The man who's been around for 20 plus years. Maybe not 20, but fucking close. The man who's been around, the man who was, I feel like, a part of the first wave of like the internet stars. FouseyTube has made a return to streaming. Have you looked at any of his streams lately? Or like caught clips?
No.
Or know anything what's going on?
I saw a clip the other day on some sort of vertical that was him like punching a guy in a hat store.
Really? Was it like slapping?
I don't know. Some guy named Neon?
Neon?
Who was Neon?
I think it was like a slap. Neon's a fucking, just some little dweeb nerd who's just like entertaining. And he says insane shit.
Like
but
cancelable
like,
shit?
It's almost, I almost look at it like if he didn't look like he looked, people would start fucking him up for saying that. But because he's like a small, frail dweeb who like dresses just like dweeby, people are like, come on, bro, it's Neon. And he's like, he's like 17 or 18. It's like, dude, he's 17, 18. Like, he's just a little dweeb, but he says some crazy shit.
Like to people's faces?
Sometimes, but not really.
I don't know. Like, what does he do? Is he an IRL streamer or IRL? Does he make YouTube videos?
He streams. He streams? And like, he'll just, like how Aiden Ross sits in his room and streams and just like talks. Sometimes Neon will join the call, and then they'll get Andrew Tate. They'll make Andrew Tate on the call. So it's like Aiden, Neon, Andrew Tate, and they'll just talk. And Neon's talking shit about Andrew Tate's fucking bald head, fucking loser, and like shit like that. But like Andrew Tate just sits there and he's like, dude, like, I mean, like, what am I, like, Aiden, where do you find these? Like, he's like, where do you find these creatures?
Yeah.
So he's just like, he's entertaining. I will give him that. And he's definitely, he probably says some stuff that a lot of people want to sometimes, but like, they would actually probably have some repercussions. But for some reason, Neon just sort of he's just very controversial, but he is funny sometimes. They're just fucking young and do that shit. I used to probably act a fucking fool just on like Xbox Live and shit. So I sort of get it, whatever. But yeah.
Fousey's back.
But Fousey's back. He's getting fucking, I think he had like 70,000 plus viewers. Like, I think he might be averaging, I could be completely wrong, averaging like 40 to 50. And I saw him with like 70,000 on Kick as well. Dude. And it's just, but what he is doing is fucking, it's so, it's just, I'm not trying to hate, but it doesn't have to be talked about, but it is just what I see on my fucking timeline. And this is the world I'm in. But Jesus Christ. The shit the way Fousey acts, every stream he's getting into arguments. It looks like he's about to get into fights, even though it's not fights. He's like, he has like Neon there. He's just like a little dweeb, and they're like in each other's faces talking shit. He's like giving Neon wedgies. The cops will be involved randomly. I think his last stream, which like people have been tweeting like he needs fucking help, and now I think he's in a psychiatric facility.
Really? What?
He swatted himself.
What?
He called the cops and said, they have a gun to my head. They have a gun. Like, dude, I'm telling you, this guy, his career died down so much. And I don't think he ever thought he would get that clout back. He disappeared. No one cared. No one really cared about Fousey. And then he randomly comes back on Kick, starts live streaming. People were like, really fucking, like, this is entertaining. And I think he just didn't think this level of clout would ever return. So he is just on like cloud fucking 9 right now, dealing with or doing the shit, getting this many viewers, getting this amount of money. Apparently he has like some Kick deal coming in, but it's just like, dude, he is doing the most. Kai Cenat, like, I feel like Kai Cenat did this shit like, not to say Fousey's not doing it legitly. I think Fousey's maybe just being Fousey, but he's definitely being insane with it. Like,
I mean, isn't this the same guy that like tried to get a group together to save the world, and he stood on top of cars and like
Fousey?
Yeah.
Did he do that? I don't know.
He like stood on top of cars and like prayed or something. I don't want to spread any misinformation, but it was something like that. I remember a clip of him standing on top of a car and looking at Keemstar in the crowd and saying something like, "You're my fucking brother."
And, I mean, that sounds like him.
Yeah, and I remember being like, "What the fuck is going on?"
But yeah, he streams 24/7. He streamed for like 60 days straight.
What?
And that's just his life now, is streaming. That's just like he's just done the most crazy. Like, he stopped his car in the middle of the like Miami highway and just started like running, and just like has his camera and he's running. And a car fucking flies by, he like almost gets hit. He's just done the most ridiculous. He's done the most ridiculous fucking shit. And it's just like, I feel like he never thought he would get this clout again. And now that he's like, it's here, he's like, I have to do the most. I have to like completely take advantage of this situation. And it's like, it's this fucking high, this like clout high, I think that he's on. And it's just insane what he like. And it's just, he never like looks happy, just always seems like bipolar. He's either fucking angry, sad. He's cried multiple times on his stream. Like, it's just, it's fucking insane. Bose, you been keeping up with Fousey? Dude, it's fucking like, when I see what Fousey's doing, I'm like, I don't think I'll ever make it to that level. Like, no, I can't do what he's doing,
dude.
Not that you have to be insane, but like you have to
have a certain level of insanity.
There's a personality you have to have, and not giving a fuck what anyone thinks or you being judged is definitely a part of that. And I wouldn't say I care that much about what people think, but like he can go in public. Like, he was in some sneaker store and he just like started like breakdancing on the floor and like just like doing the absolute most, but it's like people just find it entertaining. And I think he's just like trying to take advantage of this clout that he has. But yeah, I think don't quote me, and yeah, I don't want to spread misinformation, but I'm pretty sure I saw a clip of him calling the cops, saying someone had a gun to his, and he's sitting on his hotel bed, saying someone has a gun to his head. He was like swatting himself, and then the police come and like he's like talking to them, and then starts arguing, calling them dumb fucks. Dude, it makes no sense. Like, something's wrong. Like, he's not. No rational person would like do what the fuck he's doing.
Yeah.
But it's just like, that's the top of the internet right now. That's the top of streaming right now. Or like,
what do you think about Kai Cenat's fucking going to jail?
I mean, there's only so much he can control.
Yeah, I think he low-key just forgot how fucking famous he is. And Also,
that is
holy
insane.
shit, bro. Like, Jesus, man. What, people were dancing on cars and like
it's so
rioting. Like, chill the fuck out.
I think he came on camera and was like, he doesn't like seeing any of that. He was not for any of that. He doesn't want to see any of that. All that shit. It was whack. If you're doing that, stop.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's hard to, when you got kids that got like nothing going on or maybe nothing going for them. And then it's like, it's like a party just in the middle of the fucking city. And kids just think they can like do whatever they want. And like, I feel like if I was 16, 17 and that shit happened in my city, like I'd maybe
You'd pull up.
I can't say I wouldn't take part, but I feel like I would be I might show up, but I don't think I'd be disrespectful enough to just fucking start. Motherfuckers are trying to get home and they just start jumping on their car and shit. Like that's insane.
Can you put him back in there? Appreciate you.
Like that's just so insanely disrespectful. But like I can't blame Kai for that.
Yeah,
I think what Kai has done is fucking insane. The level he reached with being as like respectable and non-psychotic as some of these other fucks are. It's just like insane how he did get to that level. But
you
like,
have to be like, a lot of people talk shit about Kai too because of how he, how he runs his stream. I mean, you saw what they did on 4th of July and shit. Like they literally let like a war zone in their house with the.
But even that, it's like
But like that's
in your house.
That's his own house. Like that's his own way of doing things. And there's a bunch of communities out there that like don't fuck with him. But at the end of the day, his level, because you have to have that level of like insanity in order to make it that big. Like look at XQC. He's literally crazy all the time. Like Dr. Disrespect. He dresses in a wig and a bulletproof vest every single day. He sits courtside of
dedication.
There's a dedication to that level of craziness, like in order to make it that big. And I think at least Kai, like somewhat has like a head on his shoulders. Yeah. I've always respected what they've been able to do.
Bro, even like I did IRL streaming for a little bit. And I wish I could have done it more, but it's just like, bro, it's 106 degrees every single day. Yep. So it's just like streaming outside's fucking tough. But like I went to a sushi spot by myself one time and it's just like really quiet, to be respectful. Mm-hmm. It's just like, bro, I don't know. Maybe I just don't.
Fousey would be like, there's sushi.
Yeah. Hey, chef. Yo, where's your chef at? This shit is fucking bomb. Like he's literally done that. He literally yelled. He was in a restaurant eating with like Sneeko or something, and he fucking, and I see all these clips on just Twitter. Just fucking yells at them and makes a scene about how good the food is. I was like, I don't know. I just can't do that.
We have to. We're getting called. Matt Craig is telling us we have to go. So thank you so much for watching the Flycast.
This Flycast was brought to you by CordaRoy's and Center.
We'll see you on the next one.
Peace.